Good afternoon, B-Town. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you're watching this from. It's me, Crazy E, double D-I-E, Crazy Eddie from Bigger Boat Collectibles, reminding you, you want it, we got it. We ain't got it, we're going to get it, so get it while the getting is good. Gonna do another video for you guys. Today, you like my title? You can come take a shot at this title if you want to. Anytime, any place, brother. Anyways, I got a couple things I'm going to talk about here on this video. First and foremost, the other day on my last video I said I was going to try this drink, which I still got. This Alani, this is the cherry slush Alani. So crack that open, give that a little taste. Cheers, everybody. That's pretty good. That is better than the one I had yesterday, I think. Better than the peach. And I love peach. This tastes just like a cherry slush, kind of nostalgic. When you, back in the day, we had a store that a lot of people here probably don't remember, called Kmart, and they had the slushy stand up front with the, it had the polar bear and the red sweater on the cup. This kind of tastes like that. Man, weird, I don't know. One thing I'm going to talk about, first of all, apparently somebody came into the store earlier today and said my video was offensive, one of my videos, but they neglected to say which one or what I did that was offensive. So if I offended anybody, didn't mean it. Then I'm sorry, didn't mean to offend nobody. I wasn't here when he came in. He said something to my colleague, said that my videos are offensive and I need to watch what I post, but I don't know what I did on what I posted that was offensive. I mean, I don't think I did anything offensive, but apparently I did. Oh. One thing I'm going to talk about is we do sell a lot of stuff on eBay. That's where we do a lot of our business is eBay. We sell on eBay, sold a couple things on Whatnot or Depop or whatever it's called, you know, whatever, but a lot of it on eBay. And a lot of people, when they come in, they say, well, it's selling for this on eBay. There's a reason why some things are priced a little bit higher on eBay than they are like at garage sales and stuff. If you want eBay prices, you got to take the risk and sell on eBay. Because with eBay, when you're selling on eBay, you got to research the item that you're selling, all right, and figure out what it's worth. A lot of people go by the sold comps. They'll look up, see what it's listed, or a lot of people go by what it's listed for. They'll look it up and see it's listed for $100, so it's worth $100. Well, it's not. You got to see what it's selling for, because you can list it for $100, but if it sells for 50, does that mean it's worth 100? No, it's 50. So you go by the sold comps, you know, $50. So you got to list it. Research it, list it, then you got to store it until it sells. And then when it does sell, you got to package it up, and then you got to ship it, and then take it into the post office, all that stuff. You got to pay eBay fees, you got to pay taxes on it, you know, so there's additional added costs. Plus you got to do, what I'm going to show you today is you got to take the chance of someone's going to try to return it. I'll put in my post that it's sold, you know, as is. You know, we'll test the stuff as much as we can, because there's only some things that we can only test to a certain degree, you know what I mean? It's not fully tested, or some of the things, which this is a camera that I said was not fully tested. It's being sold as is, and the person complained to eBay, and I had to take it back. So this is a return package of a camera that I sold. So that's one of the risks that you take on eBay, is somebody like, and that's why some people come in and they'll want to sell like on a, well, they'll give me the item, then I'll sell on eBay and I'll cut it with them. Well, if I do that and then they send it back, then what? Then what happens? You know, so that's why it's kind of hard to sell on, what do they call that? Whatever it is. I can't remember right off. But anyways, that's why we prefer to buy our stuff instead of selling it that way. Also, that's part of the reason why, if people feel like we lowball them when they bring their items in, we're not. We're just ones that's taking all this risk and doing all this stuff for it. And you're welcome to do that, you know, to sell on eBay if you want to. But I mean, if you're like at a garage sale and you look up your item, if you're having a garage sale at your home and you look up your item, at least look it up properly and look up what it's sold for, not what it's listed for. And then if you're gonna like want that price, then just sell it on eBay, because people aren't gonna want to come to a garage sale and pay that price for it. Which is why when people come into our shop, hey, our prices are negotiable, so let us know what you're looking at. You don't like the price, hit us up and we'll work with you on it. And we do. We'll take off, you know, 10% or whatever, because that's eBay costs. And then like additional factors and stuff like that. We don't have to ship it out, so we can work a little bit on that. You know, we don't have to package it up and use our packaging supplies and stuff like that. So you're not doing that at a garage sale. At a garage sale, you're taking out, sitting on the table. That's it. There's no eBay fees. Nobody pays taxes on their garage sale money earnings, so you're not paying taxes on it. You're not shipping it out, packaging it up, shipping it out, you know, stuff like that. So there's the difference. But anyways, all that said and done, I'm gonna make sure that this guy, because I got to refund him. You know, now that he returned my item, I got to make sure I got the right item back. Slice and dice, brother. And that, because some people, one guy, I sold him a vintage Halloween figure, Michael Myers. It was a big NECA 18-inch, I think, or something like that, wasn't it? Anyways, he said that there was something else in the box. It wasn't that figure that was in the box, but he had my box, or he didn't have my box. He had my label. Our labels are we print them off on a laser scanner printer, and we glue them, or they're glued onto the box. So he couldn't peel it off, so he cut it off the box, and then taped that label with the cardboard and all that. He cut it off onto a new box, put something else in the box, and shipped that back. So I got something totally different back that was clearly trying to scam me. And I let him know that, and he got offended by it. I'm like, that's what you're doing. That's clearly what you're doing. You can see that you cut that label, because I said, send me a close-up of that label, and he did. He took a picture of the label taped to another box. I'm like, that's my label, but that is not my box. You clearly cut that off, whatever. So there are things that you can do with eBay to where you don't end up losing everything. You know, I didn't lose that. The guy got to keep the figure and he got his money back, but I also didn't lose my money either, thanks to eBay. So eBay there are some bright sides to eBay, but not all of them. eBay does kind of suck for the seller a little bit more than it does the buyer. There's more protections for the buyer than there is for the seller or whatever. So anyways, here is the camera. They obviously didn't do a very good job packaging up, not as good as we did shipping it out, because my boy Colton here is kind of an expert at packing. So if you guys need any stuff packed, if you need stuff packed, anyways, I know some people got their mind in the gutter. I do too, I'm just kidding. This looks like this is the camera. And this, like I said, I told the guy, it's to the degree that I can test the tube. My full, you know, I tested as much as I could or whatever, and it appeared to be working, and he wasn't satisfied with that. He was a Karen. But anyways, I got this back. I think the guy was just nuts. Some people get buyer's remorse, so they'll say like, oh, it wasn't working. I think everything worked fine. I think he's just changed his mind, and I don't do returns unless it's something that, you know, if you buy a pair of red shoes and you get a pair of yellow shoes, obviously, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the return on that. But if you buy a size 11 shoes and you get a size 11 shoes and they just don't fit, that's on you. We're not like Walmart where we can, you know, yeah, sure, we'll take it in and pay for the shipping. Well, you know, we close in a week because we got to pay the shipping to you, and then got to pay the shipping back. You know, that we can't do that. We're not a multi-million-dollar business. We want everybody to be happy, and we'll work with you with it. You know, which we've had people do that. I ordered these, but they don't fit. I'm like, I'm sorry about that. And a lot of times, you know, we've offered them here. I'll give you like a $5 refund. You can sell shoes yourself on wherever you want, garage sale or whatever. But I don't want to pay to have them come back. So that's why we do it the way that we do it. We only do returns on if it's defective or whatever. But some people say something is defective and it's not. It's not defective. Like I had one guy. I had a brand new action figure in the package that talked. It was like but it was like from 1989. So obviously I couldn't test it because I couldn't take it out of the package and do it. The batteries probably needed replaced or whatever. But it's from 1989. It was like 40 years old. And they guys were doing work. I'm like, I never said that it did. I just said it was new in the package. That was it. So I mean, it's not defective. It just needs the battery. The battery's been in there for 30 years, probably a little bit corroded. You're gonna do some cleaning, get the batteries out, you know, whatever. So I mean, that's not my fault. But they try to take it out on me. And again, like I said, I'm not Walmart and multi-billion-dollar corporation. I can't afford to eat all that cost. So and those are the risks that you take when you sell on like eBay and Mercari and whatnot and all that stuff. Is people that are like, you know, they act like it's, you know, Give me a break, man. And some people are cool. Some people are really cool to work with. Some people, not so much. But that should have been like a grinds my... You know what really grinds my gears? I didn't do that. Sorry about that. Another thing I'm going to do is open this package. I have some boxed Transformers. If anybody's into the vintage Transformers and stuff like that, I got some higher end ones that are still in the box. They're not brand new in the box. They just got the box. They're complete. They got all the stuff with them. I had one that was Soundwave. It was one of the more popular Transformers, believe it or not. Even I have them in the box and everything like that with the styrofoam and everything like that. But one of the Soundwave was like a ghetto blaster for the Decepticons, the evil Transformers or whatever from back in the 80s, and he played these little tapes. Well, his little tape was broke, so I got this other one. Is that everything? That's everything. My compadre will take this, and here you can take this one too. I'll take this. And you can fill that in the back if you want of the other boxes. I appreciate it. Anyways, one of the tapes was broken, whatever, so I found another one. Went in and got it so I can have a complete Soundwave, whatever. That'd be kind of cool because some people they like their stuff complete. Man, this guy. Sometimes when you can pack stuff good and you can overpack it too. I mean, some people like you end up breaking the thing trying to get it when you tape the crap out of it like this. You know, you can't get it untaped. It'll get here safe, but once I get it, it's gonna get broken because you overdid. It's overkill. Don't need to be that bad. But these are those little tapes I was talking about. They're Transformers. They transform into a little robot. I think there's like a couple of them, but anyways, that's what these are. There's that one, this one. I think these are the same, but there are a couple others. I don't know if you guys remember any of them. I think there's Rumble was one of my favorites. I think that's this one. Yeah, I think this is Rumble. I think there was, do you remember the names of them? Ravage? I think it was a dog. I can't remember. There was like a hawk. What'd you say? Laserbeak. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, he did not want these to come out there. I'm just wrapping them in bubble tape. Would have been fine. You didn't have to go to this extra. I mean, apparently he didn't want me to reuse this bubble wrap or something. Here's another one. This is the one that I need. The one that I had is missing this piece right in here. So this is the one that I needed, and that's what I bought all this stuff for. But there's them. There's another one. Yeah, that's like I said, I appreciate the fact that they go through and pack it really nice, but wow, this is like, I mean, you're either gonna break the stuff getting it out or end up hurting yourself. Yeah, see, mine was like this. See how that part's missing right in there? And this, but on this one, was this the same? Well, anyways, on one of these, it's got it. It's got the part in there, right here, and here it doesn't. But anyway, so I got a stack of those, a couple of those. I got and this knife is relatively sharp. I mean, but you just tape tape the heck out of it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of tape there. Here are the other accessories for the Soundwave, which and some of the transformer or the little tapes. So that's cool. Got them. And I think, unless it's in here, this package might be missing something. Because this is supposed to come with got him. Yeah, this is missing something. This was in the box. Well, let me double check. I'll check it. Anyways, here's the Soundwave himself, the transformer, and then he just let's see, it's easier to do it. I guess, yeah. Anyway, that's him transformed. Move his little hands down. That is the old Soundwave transformed. And this is from the 80s. And then the tapes would go in his little chest right here. But anywho, this is missing the instructional pamphlet thing, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I'll look in the papers. Would you look in those newspapers back there in that box, see if it was in there maybe? Just a little booklet. Like that booklet right up here. Yeah. Thank you. But anyway, that's another video for you. Just opening up a box of something I got in the mail. I'll have a couple more. Like I said, the next few days, I got some masks coming. I'm excited about those. We also have a couple customers that apparently are excited about them because they come in asking about them. Like two of them, Cole must have said something to them, or maybe I did, I don't know. But they're Friday the 13th, 5 of them, I think. There's like part 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, something, several of them. But they have the hockey mask and the under mask. Thank you. It was in there. I did miss it. Missed it. And there it is. So looking forward to getting those in. So if you guys are into horror collectibles, you know, check those out. There are 1 or 2 of them that I'm probably going to keep. But the rest of them I'll definitely sell. They got the under mask or the cowl or whatever that goes underneath it. I don't remember what they call that or whatever. And then the hockey mask that goes over it. So, and they're awesome quality. Even got one of them is the Roy mask, and I know a lot of people might not know what that is. But in Friday the 13th, was it part 4 or 5, was it? 4, I think? 5? It was 5? It was the Roy mask? Are you sure? Yeah. All right, well, anyways, in part 5, I think it is, Jason wasn't really in the movie besides in a couple of dream sequences. The person that was doing the killing in that was a paramedic. I'm not, spoiler alert, I guess. I should have said that ahead of time, but if you haven't seen the movie, it's like 40 years old. So anyways, I was a paramedic in the movie. His son was killed at the beginning of the movie, and he was just been out of shape about that, which, you know, who wouldn't be? So he dons the Jason mask, but it's a little bit different than the rest of the Jason masks, because in the regular movies, he had the red chevrons on the mask, whatever, but his, Roy's was blue. He had the 2 blue chevrons. So they call that the Roy mask, because the character's name was Roy in the movie, of course. So they call that the Roy mask or the imposter mask, whatever you want to call it. But one of them is that. And the under mask, you take the mask off and you see Roy's face, but he's got the bald head and everything like that, is because it's made to look like that. And it's pretty neat. So I'm looking forward to getting those in. So definitely stop in and check those out if you guys are into Halloween or into horror stuff, into horror collectibles or whatever, they're not like masks you can go to Walmart and get, though. They're not Walmart or masks that you can go to Spirit Halloween and get when Spirit opens in the fall or whatever. They're not masks you're gonna find there. They're higher end. They're made by like Nightmare Studios, or one of those studios that they don't mass produce. Like Trick or Treat Studios does good work. Trick or Treat Studios sends a lot of their masks to Spirit Halloween during the season, Halloween season. But Trick or Treat Studios mass produces masks. They have an online store or whatever, but some of these other places, like I think it's Nightmare Studios or who these are for, I can't remember. They don't. So, but anyways, this is the thing that I thought was missing, was this little pamphlet, sound wave in the thing. That's just a card, isn't it? Oh, I thought it opened up. But anyways, there's that, and then there's these that were on the backs of the boxes. I don't need this because I got the whole box or whatever, but this was on the back of each Transformer box back in the day, the G1s, Generation 1s, whatever they call it. They also had a little red thing that you can put over this, and you'd be able to read that and see what it says, whatever it is. So, got a complete sound wave now without the broken tape. So, I'll get that if anybody's interested in the vintage Transformers. We also have more than just Transformers here. We got Motu, if you guys are in the Masters of the Universe. I got a bunch of complete He-Man, Skeletor. I got Scareglow. If you guys are, Scareglow is one of the more rare Masters of the Universe figures. I got him. I got King Randor. I got the castle complete in the box. I also have it loose, not in the box. I have Snake Mountain. I have She-Ra's castle. If you guys like G.I. Joes, I got a bunch of G.I. Joes. You guys like Star Wars, I have Star Wars. Superheroes, you name it, we got it. You know what I'm saying? We might not have the exact thing you want or whatever, but we got quite a bit of stuff. You got to see it to believe it. You got to stop in and check it out. Also, if you're not into the collecting toys and stuff like that, or action figures or whatever you call it, we got other things. Like I said, we got some fishing poles, I got some fishing lures, I got some board games, I got some video games, I got some game systems, I got old TVs, like the old TVs with the, what do you call it, the what? CRT TVs, whatever. The old TV, the tube TVs, that's what I was looking for. So, yeah, stop in and check it out. We'd appreciate it. Also, if you got time, we'd appreciate it if you'd like and share our posts, maybe drop a comment on them. YouTube or whatever, follow our page, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. It really does help us out a lot. It gets our name out there. We're trying to build up our followers and stuff like on YouTube and that, so I can do some live videos every now and then. I don't get any money from it, and I'm not looking to get any money from it. I'm just looking to get our name out there so people will learn of our store. And we've had people come in from like Cedar Rapids, like I said in some of my other videos. We've had people come from Illinois and that said they've seen our videos on Facebook. That's because somebody's sharing them and stuff, which we appreciated. That's what our goal is. So we appreciate that a lot. Again, support your small businesses like Dixon's. And don't forget about Just Cards. Not going to forget them. Or the Uptown Nutrition, 52655 in West Burlington. Daly's Construction. Love those guys. They really help us out a lot. So support your local businesses. It helps them out a lot. You don't know how much, because like I said, we're not like those big multi-billion-dollar companies like Walmart or Starbucks or anything like that. We need all the help we can get, and you guys are the way we're gonna get it. So appreciate it, guys. Take it easy. Next time, I'll try to come up with something cool for a video. If you guys got any ideas, drop something in the comments. And also, whoever I offended, if you're watching, let me know in the comments what I did to offend you. I apologize for that. I don't know. Until next time, guys. See ya.